Hey guys, welcome to Unlimited Health. Let's check out this video called. It's a it's a follow-up of the Crusade series. Well, the Crusade series is over by Extra History. I reacted to that, all the series. It was a very good, entertaining, amazing series. But it was more leaning towards comedy with the cartoonish animations and stuff like that. But I really enjoyed that. I loved it. But I wanted to see the seriousness, and in a serious fashion I would like to learn about the Crusades. So I've only heard of it with that series, with the comedic side of it and stuff like that. It's almost like a comedy movie, and I also kind of like laughed, as soon as I would laugh I would be like thinking, should I even be laughing at this? Is this a good thing? Because it's historical. It's like the Crusades, right? It's like, it's crazy. Okay. But let's just watch this Epic History TV stuff that I've been reacting to. Today is the end of the Belisarius series that I reacted, the final episode, the final part. I just reacted to that. I'm gonna be uploading that, so yeah, stay tuned for that. But if you're watching this, you probably have that already uploaded. It's already there at that point, so go check it out in my channel, okay, in this channel. Okay, so let's just get into this. There's like two parts of this Crusades from Epic History. They're very short, but when combined it's like 26 minutes long. And I just got done watching like I said, the Belisarius series, and it took almost an hour, and I'm right now, I'm kind of tired right now, so I'm gonna just watch the first part, okay, and then the part 2 next time. Okay, the first part is only 15 minutes long, and the second part is 11 minutes long, because if I watch 26 minutes of this the combined video, it's gonna be 1 hour long reaction or something. It's gonna be tiring. It's gonna be so tiring for me. But let's just watch this first part, and then I'm gonna be watching second part. Okay, and I gotta absorb one by one, right? I just can't just fucking watch all of it at once and say whatever and say goodbye. I can't do that. I gotta absorb it, because I want to know what the Crusades are like, and what exactly, and how serious was it, So let's just get into this first Crusade, part 1 of 2 by Epic History TV. This is gonna be cool, okay? And please don't be offended if I said anything. I'm very critical of the Western society, especially the Western society now. It's an embarrassing, it's trash, bro. It's fucked up now. But the time of Crusades, great, amazing. The Christians fighting for themselves, so amazing. The Christians that believe in Christianity. Nowadays it's not like that. Fuck that. Okay, so let's just watch it. First Crusade, part 1 of 2 by Epic History TV. It's gonna be fun, it's gonna be cool, and then next week we're gonna finish with the part 2. Okay, so let's just get into it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. It's gonna be long, not long, it's gonna be short, but it's gonna be fun. And it's not gonna be entertaining as fuck like the Extra History series that I reacted, the Crusades series from him. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be cool. Okay, so let's just watch this. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, the first Crusade, part 1. Osprey Publishing. Okay.
In the Middle Ages, Europe and the Middle East were divided between Christian states, or Christendom, and Muslim states. They were uneasy neighbors and frequently at war.
Yeah, something
on the front line.
Something I've noticed is that the Abrahamic religions are always intolerant, amongst each other, especially against neighboring Abrahamic religions, and it's like a war is inevitable, because it's an Abrahamic religion. It's a strong, the religion demands strong faith, like serious faith, almost like blind faith. It's crazy, okay? But you can't expect peace you can't expect peace for a long time, because this is what happens, and it's like an Abrahamic religion, so they will always be against each other, because my God is real, your God is not real, and stuff like that. It's always gonna be like this. No matter how much you maintain the peacefulness, it's not gonna last for too long. And that's one thing I don't like about Christianity or the Islamic religion. I don't like the fact that they're Abrahamic religions. I wish they were more like Buddhism or my Hinduism and stuff like that. It would be much more helpful for all the population of all societies, But the Abrahamic stuff it's almost like that is what's kind of ruined the modern generations nowadays, People are not so believing nowadays in Christianity. It's almost impossible for them to believe as Christians, because the modern times have changed, and it's so hard for them to keep up with that. My suggestion would be to grab a hold on to some, adopt another religion like Buddhism or Hinduism or stuff, because it's much more open to people, and ideas and stuff like that. I don't know, but let's go. That's my mini lecture or whatever. Let's just get into it.
The Eastern Roman or Byzantine Empire, the major Christian power in the Eastern Mediterranean. But in the 11th century, a powerful new force emerged that threatened its very survival.
Wow.
The Seljuk Turks, originally from Central Asia, migrated south, converted to Sunni Islam, and carved out a great empire for themselves. In 1071, at the Battle of Manzikert, the Seljuk Turks inflicted a crushing defeat on the Byzantine Empire. They went on to conquer most of Anatolia. Cities such as Nicaea and Antioch, rich in Christian history, fell to the Seljuk Turks. In 1092, the great Seljuk Sultan Malik Shah died, and his empire began to fragment. The Byzantine Empire came under renewed attack as local warlords sought territory and plunder. In 1095, Byzantine Emperor Alexius I Comnenus wrote to Pope Urban II, making a desperate appeal for military aid from his fellow Christians in the West. It wasn't...
Hey, one thing I like about Christianity is that it's very, very, what do you call it? It's very, mostly on the peaceful side when it comes to tolerance and stuff like that. It's very on peaceful side. It's tolerance. It's loving in the sense that Jesus and his doings and his his teachings and whatnot. It's loving on terms of Jesus, and it's pretty cool. I like Christianity, but Islamic religion, on the other hand, I even read some lines from the Islamic religion, the Quran or something. I forgot the name. I read some passages from their book. It says, defend your, not just defending your religion, protect your religion. Beat, if somebody doesn't believe in your religion, beat the shit out of them and stuff like that. It's weird. I don't know. Maybe those are fake lines that I read. I read it on the internet. It could be wrong. I could be wrong. But if that is true, if that's in Islamic religion, then I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Beat the shit out of people that don't believe. If they don't believe, beat them and protect your Islamic nation, your brothers. Stay with your brothers. Live together. And it's almost like it's ridiculous. It's so strong and very very polarizing, if you ask me. I don't know what to say, man. But Islamic religion is definitely crazier crazy than Christianity. It's crazy. I don't know. The Christianity on the other side is more on the side of loving and following Jesus with love and all that. But Jesus it doesn't really expand on the love side, in Christianity. That's another problem that I notice, is that Christianity, the Bible, doesn't tells you to follow Jesus and tells you how loving Jesus is, but never fucking explains how loving he actually is. Is he actually that loving? Or it should, like, the text should inspire people that read and make them want to love each other, love everybody, and help each other out and stuff like that. But there's not much love, and more to do with sins and evil, and the whole Christian culture nowadays is obsessed with evil, because the Bible says evil, evil, evil. Avoid evil, avoid evil. It's demonic. It keeps saying that, and so it has become part of the Christian culture to be opposed to evil. And this evil, whatever evil it is, could be anything. And the obsession with evil has gone out of the fucking... It's gone crazy, man. There's so much obsession with evil. And also, like, it has become part of the culture. And it's almost like being evil has become cool nowadays. The Bible focused so much of its text on, how God destroyed evil, or Sodom and Gomorrah and all that. It's so much obsession with evil that evil has become part of the culture. And now people are like, it's just school shooters and all of that. It's so fucked up, man. That's one thing. That's why I think, like, Christianity should be upheld by the people themselves, by following it properly. The successfulness of a religion depends on the people that uphold it. And if they don't follow properly or uphold it, or they don't believe in it, then the religion will fail. And that's what I'm seeing nowadays. So I hope that doesn't happen. But anyway, that's just my opinion. I'm talking a lot, but let's just get into this.
The first such appeal by the emperor. But this time, the results would be unlike anything ever seen before.
Deus Vult! You seen the memes, right?
Pope Urban saw the emperor's appeal as a golden opportunity. A chance to heal the rift that had emerged between Western and Eastern churches in the Great Schism. To assert his own papal authority over the unruly barons and bishops of Western Christendom. And to drive back the infidel and reclaim Christianity's most holy sites. Most of all, Jerusalem, lost to Muslim rule 400 years before.
Somebody should have thought, like, hey man, our religion tells us, like, there's only one God, and it's the God that we follow, and the rest of the world should also follow him. So our religion is making us fucking want to go and invade and take over and destroy other people's religion in order for them to forcefully make them to follow our religion and stuff like that. It's making us do stuff like that. Maybe our religion shouldn't be that forceful of people that are non-believers, or people that believe in other religions. Maybe it should not be like that. Maybe we need to change some of our religion and be more peaceful. Somebody should have thought that, right? But that apparently that's not, and we just fucking people are all over. They're okay with fucking invading and forcing people to change religion and destroying their religious monuments and shit like that. The Muslims have wreaked havoc in our India, in Hinduism, our Hindu temples. They have ruined across. They have destroyed so many in the past, and it just sucks, man. This Abrahamic religions are, I don't know, why would you follow Abrahamic religions? But what can we, again, if I say anything, then I'm a bigot, right? The fucking modern religion, which is woke. And you could say anything, then you're a bigot, homophobic, and stupid phobic garbage. So whatever, let's go.
At Clermont in France, Pope Urban preached a sermon to a gathering of clergy and nobles. He called on Christian knights and foot soldiers to go east, to aid their brother Christians and free Jerusalem from Muslim rule. And he offered a unique spiritual incentive. Whoever, for devotion alone, not to gain honor or money, goes to Jerusalem to liberate the Church of God, can substitute this journey for all penance.
Wow.
He was offering Europe's knights, who lived in fear of damnation because of the violent lives they led, the chance to atone for their sins through holy war.
Man.
What's more, their objective, Jerusalem, was a city that captivated the medieval imagination like no other. The most holy place on earth.
Dang.
The Pope's offer exhilarated his audience. His words were met with cries of Deus vult, Deus vult. God wills it.
Yeah.
God wills it.
Nice.
The Pope's appeal was preached across Europe, sparking a wave of religious fervour. Thousands of lords, knights, and ordinary people vowed to travel to the Holy Land and fight for Christ.
Honestly, it's so amazing to see the Christianity and Christian culture, the religion and the people, the belief in their God, and it's like so amazing to see. I just wish it wasn't so Abrahamic religion. I wish it wasn't an Abrahamic religion, you know? It's stuff like that is making, I don't know, because it's Abrahamic religion, it's making people, blind, not blind, but more like it makes people want to force themselves into a certain way of like a belief, you know, because an Abrahamic religion makes its believers not want to explore, not want to think about the God, or not want to think about spirituality that much. Just only follow the God and be strong about it. It's almost like it's extreme a little bit, you know. So that's why because I love this Christianity and all the Jesus and everything. It just sucks that it's just Abrahamic religion. It should have been more open-minded, and not open-minded, but more like accepting of different realities, different types of, you know, because you can't just survive on one faith for too long, especially if it's just forcing you to believe in that one faith only, you know, as a Abrahamic religion. It's kind of weird, you know. So, you know, people get turned off by Christianity a lot, especially nowadays. People are like super hardcore sinners, you know, because the Bible keeps telling us about evil, stop doing evil, follow Christ and all of that, making people not want to do it, or it has become part of the culture to focus on evil and be evil and do evil things, or commit sins and then go back to the church and asking for, you know, forgiveness and shit like that. It has become a culture out there, okay, especially in the Western society. It's so weird, man. It's almost like the Bible has failed its purpose, whatever it set out to do. You know, it's like, if it wasn't an Abrahamic religion, that wouldn't have happened, in my opinion. You know, in my opinion, people would have been like, you know, not so fucked up, and school shooters and evil motherfuckers and stuff like that. You know, it's crazy. You know, people like that wouldn't happen, wouldn't exist if it wasn't an Abrahamic religion. That's just my point of view, you know. I'm just saying, like...
Identified themselves by wearing a cross, later becoming known as Cruce Signatus, Crusaders.
Oh, yeah!
A few of these men saw opportunity in the East for fame and fortune, but overwhelmingly they went in search of spiritual salvation. willing to undertake a long, expensive and perilous journey to save their souls from the fires of hell.
Dang. Yeah. And also all this idea of evil and hell, and any small wrong thing that you commit is a sin, and which is obviously a bad thing and you shouldn't be doing it. But the fact that the Bible is so strong about, oh my God, you do something terrible, it's a sin, it's evil, you're gonna go to hell unless you follow Jesus, and all this fucking really strong viewpoints that it has, it makes people almost adapt and follow the evil side of, they can't stay pure and non-sinners for too long. They end up committing sins, and it's almost like at some point they will stop believing and then follow the path of sinning. The Christianity has given evil its own territory at that point. Everybody will fucking commit evil atrocities or sinning and shit like that, commit sins and stuff, So it's almost like it's giving a place to evil, but indirectly. It's weird. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Let's go.
Pope Urban had intended the crusade to be led by nobles and made up of knights and experienced soldiers. But the viral success of his appeal led thousands of ordinary townsfolk and peasants to take the cross, many inspired by a French priest known as Peter the Hermit, who became leader of this so-called People's Crusade.
Dang.
In the mainland.
I've seen the extra history series, the Crusader series. Peter is the one that starts, oh my God, I've seen Jesus or whatever, and then everybody starts, heading to the Holy Land, which is like the beginning of a crazy, insane revolution. I mean, not crazy or insane, it's godly and faithful and so amazing, and which it is, and it's like they go on this big revolution, and it's like, wow, man. And then they fight for themselves. It's Christians, to see Christians fighting for themselves is like so amazing. But also, like in the Bible, God says, do not, anything that is evil, you gotta fucking get rid of it. Don't be evil. Just follow Christ, be loving and everything, which is good. But they don't. But it doesn't want you to fight for itself. And it's almost like you're committing a sin there by fighting for yourself. And it's like, what is going on? I don't know. Some of the things that are, God doesn't want you to do anything, I feel like. I don't know what to say, man.
Some of these crusaders, fired up by old prejudices and talk of holy war, attacked local Jewish communities, slaughtering around 5,000 men, women and children.
Oh, man.
And extorting money from those they spared.
Oh, shit.
These massacres were condemned by the church, but to little effect.
Huh. Okay.
In the summer of 1096, the People's Crusade, 20 to 40,000 strong, made its way east.
Okay.
The main contingent, led by Peter the Hermit,
Yeah.
travelled along the river Danube.
The People's Crusade!
But
Yeah!
they were ill-disciplined and poorly prepared.
Oh, yeah, they didn't know that they were gonna get hungry and they would need a lot of food and stuff like that. No supplies or, man. And a lot of people would die in this process. Holy shit.
When they ran out of food in Hungary, they attacked and looted Christian settlements.
Okay.
They continued to pillage the land of their supposed ally, the Byzantine Empire. When they reached Constantinople, the emperor...
Isn't that bad, though, to fucking pillage your own Christians and to survive, in order to survive? And it's like, some of these things don't make sense. I don't know what to say. Maybe it's hypocritical of them to do that, but at the same time, it's like, it's history, man. People were, I don't know. This is why it makes me wanna not like Christianity as much as, you know, the firm believers in, you know, Christian religion, the Christians, you know. It's weird. Some of the things don't make sense. You know, they would kill their own Christians and pillage them in order to survive, and then in the name of God too. And it's like, what's going on? I don't know. You know, Christianity shouldn't have been an Abrahamic religion, in my opinion. That's what's causing all this. You know, and also maybe they should have adopted something like Buddhism or something, or Hinduism, which is much more peaceful. And this kind of stuff wouldn't really happen that much. If you were a Hindu, you probably wouldn't do this much, you know, going around and start fucking, you know, trying to go to the Holy Land and then fucking killing on the way. It's like, I don't know what to say. I might sound weird and, you know, bigoted or whatever. I'm just saying, you know.
Quickly ferried them to Anatolia to be rid of them.
Okay.
In enemy territory, lacking discipline or leadership, their main force was soon ambushed and slaughtered by the Turks.
Fucking Muslims, they're always like this. They're even more fucked up. They're crazy, man. I shouldn't be generalizing all the Muslims, but they are fucked up, man. The Abrahamic religions are fucked up. Jeez. Like I said, I've always been saying this. You can kill a rapidly fast-moving ninja, but not a Muslim terrorist. That motherfucker would kill you no matter where you go. I think he would cross fucking Pacific Ocean to hunt you down and kill you. Yeah, and he would be successful. That's Pakistani terrorists for you. Okay, they're like that. They're so firm believers that they will. They cannot be killed. They're fucked up. Okay, jeez. All right. The Princess Crusade. The Prince. Okay.
Meanwhile, some of Europe's most powerful feudal lords were departing for the Holy Land at the head of their own contingents.
Huh.
They were much better armed and organized than the disastrous People's Crusade.
Okay.
They included, from Lorraine, Godfrey of Bouillon, with his brothers Eustace and Baldwin of Boulogne.
Okay.
Hugh of Vermandois, younger brother of the French king.
Huh.
Count Robert of Flanders, and Duke Robert of Normandy, son of William the Conqueror.
Huh.
The wealthy Stephen of Blois.
Huh.
From Provence, Count Raymond of Toulouse, accompanied by the Crusade's spiritual leader, papal legate Adhemar of Le Puy. And from southern Italy, Norman lords Bohemond of Taranto and his nephew Tancred. The various contingents converged for their agreed rendezvous at Constantinople. Together, they formed a huge army, perhaps 60,000 strong.
Whoa, that's a lot!
Probably the largest seen in Europe since the fall of the Western Roman Empire.
Yeah. I mean, I just watched the Belisarius series, the final part of it. The largest it ever got was 20,000 troops, a big army, the greatest of those times. Because the population of some of the countries or cities itself is like 30,000. Imagine 20,000 troops, army of that time. That's like 70-80% of the population. That's crazy, bro. I mean, and now this time it's like 60,000. That's a lot. Oh, man. That's a big, that's crazy. Dang.
The Byzantine Emperor Alexius had expected to welcome a small force of Western mercenaries who'd serve under Byzantine command. But the giant Crusader force that began arriving in December 1096 made him nervous and distrustful, particularly the presence of Bohemond of Taranto, who'd spent much of his life attacking the Byzantine Empire. Alexius gave the Crusaders money, supplies, and guides, but only after their leaders swore oaths of fealty and promised to return all Byzantine territory to the Emperor, not keep it for themselves.
Dang.
Only then were they ferried across the Bosphorus into Anatolia.
Okay.
The Crusaders were a mighty military force, particularly the armoured knights, who made up about a sixth of their strength.
Yeah!
But they'd have to adapt rapidly to the heat, terrain, and hit-and-run tactics of their Turkish enemy.
Oh man! Oh! Hit and run? Holy shit, these people are ruthless, man. They would just come in, murder you, and then fucking run away. Holy shit.
In their favour, the Islamic world and the great Seljuk Empire itself was badly divided. Its Turkish governors, or atabegs, were busy fighting each other, as well as the Shia Fatimids of Egypt.
Okay.
None of them was prepared for the First Crusade,
Okay.
or had any real understanding of its strength
Man.
or aims.
Shit! Dorileum. Okay.
The Crusaders' first success came at Nicaea, which fell after a 6-week siege. But the city surrendered to the Byzantine forces, cheating the Crusaders, as they saw it, of their rightful plunder. It was a further strain on the delicate relations between Crusaders and Byzantines.
Oh man.
They began marching inland through intense summer heat in 2 columns, a vanguard under Bohemond of Taranto and rear guard under Godfrey of Bouillon.
Okay.
Near Dorileum, Bohemond's vanguard was ambushed by the main Turkish army.
Okay. Oh man. Oh
Based
god.
on Crusader chronicles, this is our best understanding of how the confused fighting unfolded.
Oh man. Oh god.
Bohemond, seeing he was about to be attacked by a large force of enemy cavalry,
Okay.
sent an urgent message to the rearguard, asking for assistance. Then he formed up his knights and ordered his infantry into a defensive formation behind them, protecting the camp followers.
Okay.
The Crusaders came under attack from all sides, facing a hail of arrows from Turkish horse archers, as well as javelins
Oh my
and
god.
hit-and-run strikes from their faster light cavalry.
Oh my god.
The knights were driven back onto their own infantry. Over several hours, losses mounted, but the Crusader line held.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, Godfrey was racing up with the rearguard to join the battle.
Okay, come on, let's go.
Troops were fed into the fighting as soon as they arrived.
Okay, okay, good. Good, good,
On the
good.
Turks' left flank, the Crusader advance was hidden by the terrain, so that they appeared suddenly, threatening the Turks with encirclement.
Oh.
When the Christian knights all charged together,
Yeah!
the Turks
Fuck!
panicked, turned,
Yes.
and fled.
Good. Bye, bitches. Fuck.
It was a major victory for the Crusaders, and allowed them to continue their advance across Anatolia without serious opposition.
Okay, wow, man.
At Heraclea, they defeated a small Turkish force, then
Wow.
split up.
Amazing.
The main force struggled through the mountains of Cappadocia, losing many of their baggage animals and running dangerously low on supplies.
Oh shit. That's gonna be a problem.
Meanwhile,
Don't go too far
Baldwin
away.
of Boulogne and Tancred, probably out to seize land and plunder for themselves, travelled south into Cilicia, capturing the city of Tarsus and other settlements.
Okay.
Tancred
Dang.
later rejoined the main army. But Baldwin was invited by local Armenian Christians to travel to
son.
Edessa, where he was soon installed as Count Baldwin of Edessa,
Wow.
ruler of the First Crusader state.
Shit.
In October 1097, the rest of the Crusaders reached Antioch,
Antioch.
the next
okay.
stepping stone on the road to Jerusalem.
Jerusalem. Dang!
But outside its walls, the First Crusade would come to the brink of disaster.
Oh shit!
Decimated by disease and starvation.
Yeah!
And encircled by their enemies.
Oh my god!
It would take a miracle to save them from annihilation.
Oh my god! Oh god.
Research and artwork for this video comes from Osprey.
What?
A
Wait.
miracle. Research and artwork for this video comes from Osprey Publishing's extensive range of books on medieval history. Every Osprey book examines a particular battle, campaign or combat unit in authoritative, meticulous detail.
Oh,
and with more than 3,000 titles, they cover everything from ancient warfare to modern conflict.
Dang. Okay.
Visit their website to see their online catalogue.
Dang. You know
Thank
what?
you to all the Patreon supporters who made this video possible. If you'd like to find out how you can support the channel and even get to vote on future topics, please visit our Patreon page.
Pay him on Patreon. Okay? Amazing. Wow, man. Just what I wanted. I wanted a serious like a serious depiction of what exactly happened during the Crusades and stuff. And, you know, didn't go too much into the detail like the Extra History series, but it did tell us from the whole perspective and how it happened and stuff like that. Okay, great. You know what? Let's just watch part 2. It's only 11 minutes or 12 minutes long. Let's just watch it, you know. Let's just watch that, you know. Let's just watch it, okay? I don't care. Let's just watch it. Let's just watch it quickly, and let's see where it ends. And I think I already know how it ends. Let's just get into it. Why not? Why wait for another week for another part? Let's just get into it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay. And also, like, you know, I said I would only react to part 1, but don't worry, I'm reacting to both. It's gonna be fun, and the reaction is long anyway, so whatever. Let's just get into it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let's go. Final part. Let's do it. First Crusade Part 2.
October 1097.
Okay.
2 years had passed since Pope Urban II preached a crusade to help the Byzantine Empire in its war against the Seljuk Turks.
Yeah.
Now, the First Crusade had reached the great city of Antioch,
where they're starving
it
and
was the
disease-ridden.
last major Turkish stronghold, standing between the crusade and its goal, the holy city of Jerusalem.
Okay.
But Antioch was virtually impregnable, with its citadel atop a 1,000-foot mountain and too large to encircle. The giant Crusader army could only camp outside its walls and pray for a miracle. But that winter, they ran out of food. Horses, men, and camp followers began to starve.
Dang.
A trickle of supplies continued to arrive by sea, mostly from the Byzantine-controlled island of Cyprus. And they defeated an attempt by Radwan of Aleppo to break the siege at the Battle of Lake Antioch.
Okay.
But the Crusaders' situation seemed hopeless.
Dang.
Morale fell as deaths and desertions rose steadily.
Oh my god, the Crusader army is
March,
losing.
a Crusader fleet arrived with much-needed reinforcements and supplies.
Okay.
Finally, one night, Bohemond of Taranto and 60 of his men scaled a tower on the southern wall, whose commander had been bribed. As dawn broke, Bohemond's men opened the city gates.
Okay.
And the Crusader army poured in.
Okay.
They massacred soldiers and civilians alike. While desperate Muslim survivors fled to the citadel, which continued to resist all attacks.
Oh man!
Antioch had fallen.
Okay.
But now a giant Turkish army was assembled under the command of Khor Buga, governor of Mosul.
Okay.
First, he attacked Baldwin in Edessa.
Dang.
But abandoned his siege after 3 weeks and marched on Antioch.
Antioch. Shit!
The Crusader army was exhausted, starving.
Oh my
now
god.
Trapped. They could expect no help from the Byzantines. Emperor
man.
Alexius, busy securing his own territory in Anatolia, had received false reports that the crusade had already been destroyed.
No!
Fearing a Turkish counterattack, he withdrew to Constantinople.
Why? What the fuck?
Then, inside Antioch, a relic was miraculously discovered.
Oh.
Supposedly the Holy Lance thrust into Christ's side at his crucifixion.
Dang.
And the Crusaders' faith in their holy mission was renewed.
Hey, I wonder.
Although heavily...
I wonder where the relic is now. Is it in like in a museum or something? I wonder where it is. Because, I mean, he literally says it's the holy relic. I mean, that's like, wow, man, I would love to see that, you know. But then, from the other series that I watched, that relic wasn't really, like, seen as that important. He was killed or thrown away or something like that. It was weird. I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Outnumbered, the Crusaders decided to meet the Muslim army outside the city walls.
Oh, the Crusaders are so small. Holy
with
shit.
the zeal of religious fanatics.
Oh, man.
Seeing visions of saints and angels, they charged the Muslim army.
Okay. Bitch!
Which turned and fled.
Oh!
Korboga,
Oh, shit.
accusing his commanders of treachery,
Oh, my
possibly
God.
correctly, set fire to his camp
God.
and withdrew.
Holy shit.
The Muslim defenders in the citadel, witnessing this stunning victory, quickly surrendered.
Oh my God. The power of God scares your enemies to surrender. That's how you believe. That's how hard you believe. Okay? Amazing shit. To Jerusalem.
In summer 1098, Fatimid forces from Egypt captured Jerusalem from the Artukid Turks. Al-Afdal, Grand Vizier or Chief Minister of Egypt, saw the Seljuk Turks as his greatest enemy, and even tried to make an alliance with the Crusaders against them.
Oh!
But the Crusaders were not interested.
Why? Come on!
Instead, they spent 5 months around Antioch, foraging supplies and arguing among themselves.
Oh my God, the confusion!
Stephen
Holy
of
shit.
Blois and Hugh of Vermandois had already given up and returned home.
Oh,
Now
man.
Bohemond of Taranto claimed the former Byzantine city of Antioch for himself, breaking his oath to Emperor Alexius to return such territories to him. Bohemond argued that the emperor had broken the oath first by failing to help the Crusaders during the siege.
Oh my God.
Divisions
Tensions.
deepened after
Tensions
Bishop
everywhere.
Adhemar of Le Puy died from illness.
Oh.
He'd been the Crusade's spiritual leader and a unifying presence on their council.
Oh my God. That's sad.
Meanwhile, Crusaders carried out a brutal massacre of civilians at Ma'arat al-Numan.
More killings by the followers of God. I don't know what to say about this. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm not seeing it the right way. Isn't this hypocritical? I don't know what to say, man. I don't know. I shouldn't be offending anybody. You know, whatever it is, you know.
Pressure from the mass of ordinary Crusaders forced their leaders to put aside their differences and march south towards Jerusalem. Except for Bohemond, who remained in Antioch, where he declared himself prince.
Okay. Alright.
As the Crusaders entered Fatimid territory, many local rulers offered up money and supplies to avoid violence.
It's almost like I thought that might be a trap for a second. Got really scared. Holy shit.
This had been abandoned. As the Crusaders neared Jerusalem, they found wells poisoned, trees cut down,
what the
and
fuck?
animals driven away.
What the fuck?
Anything that could help the Crusaders had been destroyed.
Whoa! Why? So you're telling me that's a trap? What the fuck?
7th of June, 1099. The Crusaders got their first sight of Jerusalem. Many fell to their knees and wept with joy.
Oh, man.
But they faced a serious challenge.
Oh,
They were
man.
now reduced to about 12,000 fighting men, not enough to encircle the city.
Oh,
And they were
God.
running out of food and water.
Oh, man.
Jerusalem would have to be taken by storm.
Oh, man. The siege. Ooh.
The barren landscape meant the Crusaders had no timber to build siege engines. And on the 13th of June, their first assault, with a single scaling ladder, was easily repulsed.
Oh.
4 days
Fuck.
later, 6 Genoese galleys arrived at Jaffa, where they were soon...
It's almost like a technique where you would cut off all the trees and send away the animals so that the enemies can starve. It's pretty much a trick. It has to be one of the most effective tricks your enemy has ever employed. Like, seriously, that shit will definitely starve your enemies and will probably make them just retreat and go away, you know. Fantastic idea, though.
blockaded by the powerful Fatimid fleet.
Huh.
So the sailors took apart their ships and carried
The Muslims everywhere in this bitch. Like, crazy.
timber to the siege at Jerusalem. The Crusaders foraged more wood from the surrounding land,
Huh.
enough to build 2 siege towers.
Man, they're working so hard. How would you build a siege tower, man? Like, how would you build that shit? These motherfuckers are working so they love their god so much. They're working so hard for it to fucking invade. I mean, take over this Jerusalem. I mean, crazy, man. The dedication. I respect, man. Seriously, the Crusaders are crazy. I love them.
These
Dang.
mobile wooden structures would be wheeled up to the outer wall
Huh.
and allow the Crusaders to directly assault the enemy battlements.
Okay. Did it
One
work?
tower was stationed with Raymond of Toulouse's forces in the southwest.
Huh.
The other was with Godfrey of Bouillon's troops to the north.
Huh.
On the 8th of July,
Yeah, man. I mean, that place looks like a barren wasteland, bro, with no grass, no water, no ponds or anything, no trees, and it looks like a vast landscape that is just vast, like a plain ground for endless stretching endless miles. And I don't know how you're gonna fight there like that. The sun is gonna be so hot there. You're gonna be. It's almost like you're on desert. At least in desert, you can find some shadows or something, like structures underneath which you can sit down and stay in the shadows and feel calm. But here it feels like there's nothing to hide in except for maybe some trees, but they said the trees were cut down. So it's like, what the fuck? This is a very difficult position. You gotta get into the Jerusalem. That's the only way you can have some form of, a chance at living, because this is not, I mean, if I was there, I would be like, I would have a headache and I would just fall down. I mean, people of those days were used to this, I guess. So they're fighting, even made a fucking siege towers. It's like, what the fuck? How do you even make that? So that your people can go in and start fighting? The amount of dedication already looks like insane. It's almost impossible that they were able to make 2 big towers like that and actually happened to, were successful at going in and start fighting and all that shit. That's crazy.
Seeking God's aid in the impending assault, the entire crusade walked in procession around the city, finishing with a religious service on the Mount of Olives.
Wow.
On the night before the attack,
So amazing.
Godfrey suddenly moved his siege tower to a less well-defended section of the city walls.
Huh.
The final assault began on...
Something about Christians is that they are very passionate people. Especially the Europeans, the Christians, the European Christians. They're so passionate. They wanted a strong figure to follow and do anything in the name of that strong figure. And that's why they made this the Holy Land. They had the mission, they followed God and everything. I could see how passionate they are about their strong belief. It's fucking amazing to see. It's amazing to see. As an outsider, it's crazy.
The 15th of July, 1099. In the north, Godfrey of Bouillon's troops managed to fight their way across from their tower onto the city walls, establishing a bridgehead.
Oh man!
Soon, they were inside the city.
Okay,
and
good.
Overcome with religious euphoria and pure bloodlust, they went on the rampage.
Oh my God!
Butchering soldiers and civilians.
Oh God!
Jews and Muslims, women and children.
Oh
It
no!
was an orgy of shocking, prolonged slaughter. Barbaric, but not unique for the age.
Is that a good thing when you're Christian, right? Is that a good thing to just, in the name of God, go in? And this is why I don't like the fact that Christianity is an Abrahamic religion. I don't like it, man. I don't like that it's an Abrahamic religion. I like Christianity. This Abrahamic religion factor is what's making them do all this. The narrowed viewpoint of do anything in the name of God, but go in and murder, which God doesn't like. And you're doing it anyway. For Muslims, that's like you can do anything because God says so. God actually tells them to fucking beat the shit out of people in order to protect your Islamic religion and stuff like that. So for them, it's all normal. For Christians, it's hypocritical and it's weird. I don't know what to say. I could be wrong on many things. And I'm sorry if I'm offending you if you're a Christian. There's so many things. That's why I feel like it's sad that what's happening nowadays. People are not that there's not many Christians anymore. Especially the churches are like the woke culture. I believe the woke culture exists now. It's because of the strong Abrahamic viewpoint of the Christianity religion. It's why the people that don't believe in it and don't like the Christian culture are revolting in the form of woke culture. So if it was not an Abrahamic religion, if it was peaceful, it is peaceful, but it has to be like very open-minded and peaceful and welcoming and tolerance, and not tolerance as in tolerance of anything, but it's like tolerance as in what makes people wanna like you, and has nothing to do with God or anything. I don't like you because you're not nice. You're terrible. Your activities, your behavior is bad. Not because I don't like you. I'm not saying I don't like you because of God says so. I'm just saying I don't like you because I don't like it personally. That kind of thing is lost in Christianity. It's more to do with, hey, God says this is not good. You're doing this. This is terrible. I don't like you. And almost like turning into almost like bigots or whatever. And I'm not even into that whole bigot thing, the woke shit, anti-woke or woke shit. I'm not into any of that. But I'm actually kind of anti-woke in many ways. But it's still like, it's weird, bro. It's weird that the woke culture exists because of Christianity being the way it is. That's what I think. I could be wrong though.
The First Crusade had secured its goal in the face of overwhelming odds.
Okay.
And just 4 weeks later, at the Battle of Ascalon, the Crusaders smashed a Fatimid relief army sent to recapture Jerusalem.
Wow.
Most Crusaders, their vows fulfilled, soon returned home to Europe. Only around 300 knights remained to defend Jerusalem under Godfrey of Bouillon, now named Defender of the Holy Sepulchre.
Man.
The man who'd set these great events in motion, Pope Urban II, did not live to hear the news that Jerusalem had been taken. He died just 2 weeks after the city's fall.
Wait, what?
Pope Urban II did not live to hear the news that Jerusalem had been taken.
Oh.
He died just 2 weeks after the city's fall.
He should have known. He should have. He should have
The new
lived
Crusader
longer.
states that emerged: the Kingdom of Jerusalem, the County of Tripoli, the Principality of Antioch, the County of Edessa, lived on precariously, surrounded by enemies.
Oh, fuck.
And the Muslim...
I'm fucking surprised the enemies haven't retaken that shit, because now it's like less people and less people defending it. I would expect them to take it back, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they were afraid because of the amount of slaughtering that went in Jerusalem. I don't know. Probably is why they were, I guess they were afraid. Like, you would kill women and children, then you're going to have a lot of people afraid of you. Like, seriously.
The world would not remain so catastrophically divided for long. Soon it would unleash its own holy war against the Crusader states, turning the Holy Land into a battleground for almost 2 centuries.
Fuck!
In response, more crusades would be launched from Europe, but none would ever match the bloody, spectacular success of the First Crusade.
Dang!
Research and artwork for this video comes from Osprey Publishing's extensive range of books on medieval history.
Insane!
Every Osprey book examines a particular battle, campaign or combat unit in authoritative, meticulous detail. And with more than 3,000 titles, they cover everything from ancient warfare to modern conflict.
Wow.
Visit their website to see their online catalogue.
Dang.
We'd like to say thank you to all the Patreon supporters who made this video possible.
Okay.
If you'd like to find out how you can support the channel and even get to vote on future topics, please visit our Patreon page by clicking the link.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, alright. That was the First Crusade. I should have seen the whole thing. 26 minutes long video, the all parts thing, but I didn't. I watched part 1 and part 2 individually. You know, crazy. Just my opinion is very you know, divided. You probably don't like my opinions. If you're a Christian, you probably don't, but you know, I'm just saying, like, because I love Christianity. I love the love for God, and you know, the holiness and the morality of it, the hate for sin and evil and all that. I love that, you know. But looking at the state of the Western society today, it's like I feel like in some ways or many ways, depending on how you see it, Christianity plays a part in how the Western society has turned out to be. You know what I mean? Especially the you know, the TikTok generation, the fucking, you know, the women. Just a few months ago or a month ago, there was this bitch on trending on Twitter for fucking some asshole outside of her marriage. And it's like, she's a porn star, but these idiots, her husband and her are both porn stars, but for the first time they experimented. Fucking like what? And then they you know, he lets his own wife, he cucks himself basically. It's like, what the fuck, man? This kind of shit doesn't work anywhere in any part of the society. At least Muslims are like, you know, strong in their belief and hate this kind of shit, you know what I mean? But Christians, they're okay with cuckoldry, and nobody can say anything because freedom, obsession with freedom is so much in the Western society. So much obsession with freedom. Freedom is important. It's a part of life. It's not everything, though. You know, it's like there's people that like particularly believe in freedom and freedom only. It's almost like freedom is their religion, and in the name of freedom they would do some of the most fucked up shit ever. You know, like, I get it. Yeah, and also, like, I get it. your women, the white women are really beautiful, they're hot, but that doesn't mean that you're okay with cuckoldry, and you should be able to point out and say, hey man, that's terrible, that's wrong, this shit should be banned, this should not be allowed, you know, because people don't like it, you don't like it, people don't like it. You should be able to say that. You should be able to say, express your feelings and say, this is bad, this is wrong, you should not do it. But no, in the name of fucking freedom and you know, fucking personal space or stupid woke trash culture, they let this shit happen. And it's like, what your Abrahamic religion, and you can't take necessary steps to stop this kind of behavior. And people are out there watching this bitch's clip, her video of her fucking this black guy with a big dick, and then everybody is like, you know, it's super popular and super trending, and everybody's jerking off to it. What is going on, man? This is why I criticize Western society so much, because it's I can't see if I look deep into the Western culture and why they behave like this. The one thing, the two things that come to me, it's the obsession with freedom and Christianity's failing. The failure of Christianity is what points to me. Two things, man. It's obsession with freedom, which is letting people do whatever the fuck, and nobody can say anything. Nobody can say this is wrong. Nobody can say that's fucking stupid. And then, you know, the failure of religion, because if you, like I said, the successfulness of a religion depends on the people that uphold it. And if the people don't uphold it, they don't believe in it and commit sins, which the Bible constantly keep telling you throughout the book. Don't follow Christ no matter what. Share Christ's love to everybody, and, you know, live in harmony and peace and all that. Avoid evil. It keeps saying that all the time, making people adopt evil as part of their culture. And now you got ridiculous people out there called porn stars and porn bitches and TikTok bitches. As soon as I get into the website called Twitch, hot tub streamers all over the place, right in the main, and the Twitch is not even ashamed of it. The fucking founders, the CEO, whoever the fuck maintains Twitch, is not even afraid, like shocked about it. Like he displays it in the front page, these hot tub streamers with the white bitches going, fake boobs and all of that shit. It's so terrible, man. It's disgusting. And nobody will say anything because freedom and lack of belief in their own religion, which is Christianity. It's almost like Christianity has failed. You know what I mean? Try to understand my point. It's just kind of shit just pisses me off. And I'm not even a man from a Abrahamic religion based. I'm a Hindu. Has nothing to do with Abrahamic religions. Okay, you are the Abrahamic religion. You should be able to fucking point that shit out and say no to it. But no, you're not doing it. And as a normal guy from the outside, I'm seeing this and I'm like, what is this shit, you know? But enough with my rant, you know. That's my frustration with the Western society. Your lack of belief in Christianity and your obsession with freedom has let degeneracy spread into the fucking internet all over the place, and it's affecting many people out there, man. Many people, young teenagers are not having any, like, they're fucking wasting their life away because of the degenerate behavior, because you won't say no to it. You know what I mean? So that's my problem, you know. But, I love the fact that they fought for themselves back then. Didn't like the fact that they killed children and women. It's hypocritical, and it's almost like Christianity has always been like this, where its believers are always end up being hypocrites at some point, you know. That's why I keep telling, ditch Christianity and adopt something more welcoming and peaceful, and not like this, where you go around invading, killing women and it's just all weird, man, making you feel all hypocritical. It's perfectly normal to be a normal human. You can be a hypocrite, okay? All you have to do is be a good person. But Christianity is not like that. It's like you're a hypocrite. Kill hypocrites, or not kill, but more like hypocrites are the worst. God hates hypocrites or something like that. There's a passage in Bible and stuff like that. It's all weird, and it's like, what is going on, But yeah, that's my opinion. This reaction might piss you off, but as an outsider, things don't make sense to me when I look into Christian religion and culture. Christian religion and culture I like, but the Western society, the white people, the white women, they're fucking whores. They can't stay in a monogamous relationship. They're always fucking up, having orgies and shit. Fuck them, man. And this dating culture is just an excuse to getting your dick wet. That's it. There's nothing there. This dating culture is not meant to make you marry someone or anything. You're not gonna stay in a marriage because of dating culture. You're only there to fuck. And it's a horrible Western society, man. I'm sorry. I hope you understand my point of view. And the woke culture is not helping this shit. It's making it, the degeneracy has gone so crazy that people have become degenerate for life. And that's why they're woke. It's, oh my God. I gotta blame the obsession with freedom and Christianity for such a present. Such a woke culture existing and all of that shit. I blame those two things is why this shit is happening. You know what I mean? But I hope you understand my reaction. Please don't be offended. Please type down in the comment section if you disagree. I will definitely reply. I will read your comment. I will actually talk to you guys, okay? We will come to an understanding. I'm not going to argue either, okay? So I'm just, as an outsider, as two eyes looking into the Western society, this is the kind of shit I'm seeing. And it's like, what is going on, So yeah, that's it for this reaction. First Crusade part 1 and 2. I hope you really enjoy it. I don't think I'll be watching any more Crusade stuff. I think I've learned enough to the point where I can write an exam and get 100 out of 100 or something. Ace the fucking exams. That's what I would be doing. That at this point I know exactly what happened and how they did it. The extra history series actually explained it even more detail. So I'll put those reactions at the end of this video so they can watch it. But yeah, First Crusade part 1 and 2. I hope you like this reaction. I'm sorry if I offended you. Please, if you like this, please subscribe to this channel. It's my main channel. This will upload like once a week. That's because I got a copyright struck on my backup channel, and ever since then I've lost all interest. And fuck YouTube. So whatever. Okay. So if you like it, please subscribe. Go check out my backup channel. The link in the description. A lot of Napoleon videos are over there, so go check it out. Some of the Napoleon videos are over here. So subscribe to both my channels. Show me support. And yeah, that's it for this reaction. Can't wait for something else. Please suggest me what else should I be reacting to. Please tell me, and I will react to that. I will note it down and react to it. I'll even say your name. Okay. So yeah, First Crusade part 1 and 2 by Epic History TV. Please subscribe to both my channels. I'll see you guys later. Please don't be offended. Please try to talk to me. Okay. Let's have a conversation. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Let's make some change in whatever's happening in the Western society. But whatever. Yeah, that's it for this reaction. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. In the next week, I'm going to be reacting to something else. Please suggest me videos on what to react after this series. I would like to react to other stuff too. So please suggest me stuff, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.